This was me, ABC Poker, getting shoved around. Weak, boring, predictable. Then I stopped waiting for cards, and I started fighting. It was dangerous and profitable. Now this is your saga. I learned to fight. Now I'll teach you. Ben Riggs, I'm going to teach you how to steal pots. Let's get to work. This is a graph of the hands that I've been playing since I started doing these YouTube hand history reviews. Let me be clear, 1,600 hands is meaningless. You can have a downward red line for 10,000 hands and still be a great red line player. This is the last 200 hands, a recent session that I just played yesterday. I'm going to review all these hands on YouTube. I want you to know right now, tiny setbacks like this are meaningless. They can go on for several times in a row, for thousands of hands. I know it's not easy, but you need to let things like this roll right off your shoulders. You know I like to say that poker is brutal. That's because it is. Buckle up, Buttercup. If you're in our dojo, you can do it. You got this. Just realize that when it's happening it can be terrible, but you're in this for the long term. You want to see 100 samples, not one sample. Going back to the chart where I started all of these hand history reviews, you could see that the hands that seemed so terrible and so awful when you were playing them were just a minor blip on the radar in the long run. And this chart isn't even the long run, it's a few sessions. It means nothing. Even 20,000 hands means nothing. I'm just trying to show you that these soul-crushing hands that seem so terrible when they're happening, they're nothing but a blip on your long-term radar. When these happen to you, pick yourself up and move on to the next hand. So let's get started. We have ace-5 offsuit in the big blind. There is no small blind. Villain 9 limps, and I raise. This was a mistake. I think I just checked back here. Interestingly though, Villain 9 min 3 bets. I feel like I just sat down, and I don't know anything about this player. Looking at his stack, I can see an argument for shoving, but with a lack of information, I don't want to commit 36 big blinds to ace-5, so I just flat call. We missed terribly, and I have no idea what Villain 9 has. Villain 9 bets half pot, and I cut my losses and fold. I think I played this hand poorly right from the start. I should have probably just checked back. I think I made a mistake. Jack 8 offsuit in the big blind. Villain steals from the small blind. I flat call. We flop 2 overcards. Villain checks. I'm almost certain I'm going to bet when Villain checks. And Villain calls. If anything, the turn decreases our equity, and the Villain comes out with a large bet. So I'm going to again cut my losses and fold. I don't see any great opportunity here to try to take this pot. Ace-10 in the small blind. Button steals. I 3-bet. Button calls. I flop a very strong hand, top 2. I can see an argument for checking here, but I want stacks. So I bet. Villain min raises, which I think is very likely to be polarized. Most likely air, maybe a set of 5s or 10s. I'm not sure why top pair would min raise here. The problem with just calling is that we can't control the turn. We have to check. Then the villain checks back. So essentially the villain's getting 2 free cards for a cost of what would be less than a normal turn c-bet. So given our position and lack of information, I bump it up again. Villain calls. Shoving now is about a half pot bet, and I'd imagine that's what I do. And it is. And Villain calls. I really don't like the way Villain played this hand. What's the point of raising? Villain's in position. Just call down. This guy's play is like jazz. Lots of noise, no structure, and everyone's only pretending to enjoy it. In this hand, Villain would have lost their stack anyway. But after thousands of samples, Villain would have been much better off just calling down. Queen 10 offsuit in the small blind. Cutoff raises. I 3-bet. This might not be an optimal 3-bet. I'm just trying to get Villain 13 upset with me. It's a move I call the drunken monkey. 8-9 on the button. We steal. Villain 9 calls with a small stack. Great flop to c-bet. And we take the pot. 8-8 in the big blind. Under the gun raises, I flat call. We flop pretty good. Villain has monsters, overcards, pocket pairs. I check, villain makes a small, c-bet, I flat. The turn is good for us, I check. Villain makes a large turn bet. This spot makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. This is not the kind of position I want to be in to make a graph with a good red line. If I'm folding here, I'm probably folding the best hand. That sucks. But if I call, this allows the villain to play perfectly against me. The villain can have us beat or not. We have no idea. We're out of position, so they get to control the pot. And that's the key to this hand. So as miserable as it makes me feel, I fold. This isn't the kind of position I want to be put into. I'm out. As much as it hurts me, I know I made a disciplined fold. 8-8 now on the button. Steals the blinds. Ace-5 suited in the small blind. Steals the big blind. Jack-10 offsuit in the small blind. Villain, after 22 hands, is playing 14-0. We get 3-bet. Easy fold against this player. Hasn't raised in 22 hands. Playing very few hands. King-10 offsuit in the cutoff. Big blind flat calls. You tell me, is this a good flop to c-bet? Yes, it is. Villain raises. I know very little about this villain. Given my equity, I'm just gonna fold. Tough sesh. Ace-Jack offsuit in the small blind. Villain 9 limps. Villain 23 limps. I raise. Villain 9 calls. Villain 23 calls. Of course they call. It's what they do. Not much left behind Villain 23. As wide as my opponents are, I think I flop pretty good. Will I have the best hand here 100% of the time? No. But I'm confident enough in this flop to put a lot of chips in the pot. So I see that. Villain 23 shoves. I call. And we run good. Not that I care. You can go now. Go listen to your new Yanni cassette. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Come train with me. Come to redlinewarrioracademy.com. Subscribe. I'll see you in the dojo. Buckle up, Buttercup.